Hey everyone, this is the Anime Lad, and today I'm bringing to you the Blue Exorcist. Rin Okumura, a wannabe exorcist in training, starts by complaining that exorcists are basically therapists because no one believes in demons. Of course, he's the only one who can see terrifying demon creeping around the classroom, which, as you'd expect, no one else notices. But surprise, his classmates, Godin, can see it, and Rin is all like, finally, someone who gets me. Then Rin gets a pink envelope, and naturally, his friends think it's a love letter. Turns out it's from Mephisto, the creepy demon king who seems to have a thing for dramatic letter writing. Mephisto informs Ren that his death sentence has been cancelled, and not remembering what he did wrong in the first place, Ren is slightly confused but intrigued. Mephisto gives him a task to earn some magic eye drops that will make Godin stop seeing demons. The thing is, Godin is already freaked out enough. Later, Ren and his crew are tasked by Mephisto to deal with a demon trapped in a family portrait. Instead of using his brain, Ren slashes it like a bat out of hell, making everything worse. Ren's demonic horns and tail appear, which freaks everyone out. But Koneko, the smart one, quickly saves the day with his sharp thinking and organizes the team like a boss. Together, they destroy multiple paintings and defeat the shape-shifting demon. Meanwhile, in Yemen, Lightning and Otto are taking care of demons like it's a full-time job. Back in the dome, Rin admits to Godin that he's half demon, but hey, he's got a solid squad around him, so no worries. After their big battle, Rin and his pals go out for a celebratory meal. Yuki gets summoned to the Vatican to testify about Saburota Todo, the bad guy who killed their father. Guess what? Yuki and Todo are brothers under a blood-sealed contract that screams no funny business. Yuki swears he will take Todo down next time. Afterward, he wonders why are the bigwigs so worried, but they are like, just go fight demons. Yuki, meanwhile, has his own drama. His eyes acted weird in battle and is low-key terrified he might have inherited Satan's flames. Back home, Rin lazes around until Yuki mentions visiting Shiemi. Instantly, Rin is all, are you two dating? But Yuki dodges the question like a pro. At Shiemi's place, Yuki helps her study but drifts into memories of their father's cautious advice before he was unalived. Mephisto, their chaotic new guardian, is way less subtle and loves throwing curveballs like sending Rin to exorcism school and making Yuki a teacher. Yuki suspects everyone, especially Mephisto, is keeping secrets and is driving him nuts. The next mission, exorcising Mayuko, a demon haunting the girls' bathroom. The boys are hyped up until they learn it is happening during the day. Bummer. Kamiki and Shiemi team up. Despite Kamiki's I'm not grateful grudge against Shiemi for saving her life, inside, the two stumble into Mayuko's trap. Kamiki's familiars, Mike and Uke, refuse to help because she dragged them from a rice festival. Meanwhile, Mayuko smacks Kamiki around and starts strangling Shiemi. Desperate, Shiemi bribes the folk spirits with rice. They immediately save her, but still ignore Kamiki. Ouch. Kamiki powers up her familiars and zaps Mayuko into oblivion. Shiemi thanks Kamiki, flipping the script on Kamiki's earlier awkwardness. Mission done. The boys crashed in, dressed up as females, any uncontrollable laughter from the girls. Meanwhile, in Russia, Lightning, Otto, and Shura discover a growing Gehenna gate. Mephisto slaps a temporary time barrier on it and drops a bombshell. The Illuminati are behind this. Todo is busy chatting with his recovering boss, who just opened the gates. Lightning tells Shura and Otto that Illuminati spies are hiding among them, two in the Vatican, one in Japan. Meanwhile, the school festival is coming up and students need partners. Rin and Shima utter failures. Every girl rejects them, leaving them as walking undead. They decide to team up to improve their chances, but it's hopeless. Shura joins the school as an undercover agent to sniff out the spy, suspecting Nemu Takara, a creepy kid who only talks to his toys. Suspicious indeed. Shiemi announces a transfer to Rin's class, giving him hope. But when he finally walks up the corridor to ask her to the festival, she drops a bomb. She's going with Yuki. Heartbroken, Rin sucks like a kicked puppy. Shiemi later asks Yuki to be her partner, but is busy working the festival. Dejected, she marks her disappointment. Shura teases Yuki about liking Shiemi, but he denies it and storms out, only for Shura to catch Mephisto sneaking around. He denies being a spy, but wants Shura not to mess with him. Elsewhere, Rin throws himself into the class project, vowing to become an alpha male. Spoiler, he fails miserably. Kamiki reluctantly agrees to help him after Rin bribes her with a popsicle. Meanwhile, Shiemi, still unsure about Rin, gets roped into helping her grandmother. On festival day, Rain spots Shiemi selling flowers. He sprints over like a love-sick puppy and they finally talk. When Rain invites her to dance, she eagerly agrees, thrilled to reconnect. Hand in hand, they drag Yuki into their circle and the trio dances with smiles across their faces. Amidst the joy, Nemu does something that triggers Kamiki. The drama is off the charts. Kamiki confronts Nemu about a mascot belonging to her sister, Sukumo. Nemu, in classic creep mode, stares blankly while Lightning and Otto interrogate a captured Illuminati spy. Things escalate when the spy locks them in a room, but Lightning, because he's always 10 steps ahead, reveals he kidnapped the spy's family to force a confession. The spy spills the beans. The Illuminati plans to adopt Kamiki. Rain and the crew scatter to find Kamiki, who is conveniently with Nemu. He casually tosses her the mascot and drops a bombshell. He's been spying on her for the Illuminati. Kamiki, furious, summons her familiars, but they chicken out when Nemu unveils a giant robot. Shima arrives just in time, summoning his demon, Yamantaka, who crushes the robot. Just when we think Shima is the hero, he turns villain, stabbing Kamiki with a dark spear. Plot twist. Shima is the real spy, not Nemo. The Illuminati arrives in a helicopter led by Lucifer himself. He delivers a monologue about fusing the human and demon worlds together to end discrimination. Basically, his version of world peace. Mephisto, Lucifer's brother, shows up but refuses to join him. Lucifer, still recovering from earlier energy burns, dramatically collapses mid-exit. Despite being weakened, Mephisto warns Rain not to engage Lucifer. Rain, as stubborn as ever, charges anyway but is stopped by Shima, who mocks his flame as useless. As Lucifer escapes with Kamiki, Shima thanks his former friends for trusting him before passing out in the chopper. Mephisto, now in damage control mode, admits he should have vetted Shima better and tasks Yuki with leading a rescue mission. Rain, heartbroken but hopeful, refuses to believe Shima's betrayal is final. Kamiki wakes up in a creepy room, haunted by memories of scolding her mom and promising to protect her sister, Sukumo. Meanwhile, Shima gets roasted by Illuminati colleagues who reminds him he is useless without his high-class demon. Elsewhere, Rain and the gang gear up to rescue Kamiki, leaving their clingy cats behind. On the train, Rain freaks out when he learns they will be flying. His intrusive thoughts are already picturing an ocean crash. Nemo reveals their destination is Kamiki's hometown, Inari, and is tracking her using the mascot he gave her. During the flight, Yuki explains the Illuminati's shady past, but thanks to a secrecy contract, he can't spill much tea. Rin can't believe Shima joined terrorists, and Koneko beats himself up for not saying Shima's betrayal. Shiemi's packed food turns out to be borderline toxic, and everyone spits it out, except Suguro, who's apparently immune to bad cooking. On the ground, Rin cheers up depressed Suguro, who is still grappling with Shima's betrayal. Suguro vows to confront Shima and then off himself afterward, but Rin calls his bluff with some friendly banter. Back in the Illuminati lab, Kamiki sees a disfigured, paralyzed mother being wheeled in. Gidoin, the resident psycho-scientist, announces Kamiki is the new lab rat, threatening her sister to ensure her compliance. Later, Shima waits in the room after everyone leaves. Kamiki punches him, furious at his betrayal, but he laughs it off and gives her the Sukumo's mascot before leaving. Meanwhile, Rain's group searches Inari for clues. After a lot of snacking and zero leads, Nemu summons a divine folk spirit named Mike through a door. Mike agrees to spill the backstory, claiming it all started 5 years ago. Izumo Kamiki grew up in the Kamiki shrine with her ear-headed mom, Tamamo, as the head priestess. Problem? Tamamo was too busy obsessing over her deadbeat ex, Soji, to care for her kids. She relied on Izumo for emotional support, which is not how parenting works. While Tamamo daydreamed about reconciling with Soji, Izumo became the unofficial head of the family, looking after her sister, Tsukumo. The shrine also housed a dangerous artifact, the Killing Stone, which sealed the Nile-Tate Fox. Only Kamikis could approach it, but Tamamo was too lazy to bother with her duties. One day, Izumo trained herself to be independent when a group led by the shady researcher Maria approached her about the stone. Maria promised peace between humans and demons. Izumo spilled some info, planning to tell her mom later. Tamamo, of course, was too busy chasing Soji to care. Tamamo's obsession with Soji led her down a dark path, ignoring warnings about summoning the Nine Tails. Long story short, she summoned it and went berserk, killing Soji and random shrine visitors. Izumo and Tsukumo barely escaped thanks to the shrine's fox familiars. Desperate, Izumo called Maria for help, The Illuminati arrive, subdued Tamamo, and whisked them all away, but not to help. Surprise! The Illuminati wanted to torture Tamamo to harness the Nine Tails power. Maria tried to help, secretly putting Sukumo up for adoption, but her plan flopped when Gideon, the Illuminati's psycho-in-chief, caught her. He forced her to recite their creepy oath, then injected her with a deadly serum, killing her. Gideon threatened Tsukumo to force Izumo into compliance. Heartbroken and betrayed, Izumo vowed never to trust anyone again. Yuki and the team quickly realizes Kamiki has been abducted as a stand-in for her mom, Tamamo. They vow to rescue her. Mike, the divine fox spirit, informs them that the Illuminati's lab is underground and their first challenge is finding the secret entrance. Meanwhile, Kamiki, being led to a physical test, takes a chance to taunt Shima, a former ally turned traitor. She fakes a dramatic collapse to summon Mike and Uke for backup. She then makes a run for it. Gideon's solution: release zombies on Yuki's team and hope for the best. 4 hours earlier, Yuki's squad infiltrates the city disguised as normal people, immune to mind control, thanks to Shemi's awful food laced with protective herbs. They discover the lab entrance is hidden beneath Peace Town, a creepy fake shopping mall. While Yuki tries calling Mephisto for backup, the lazy Demon King lounges in bed and drops two useless options: wait for backup or charge in. Naturally, Yuki picks chaos. On the surface, the team takes down guards, encounters indestructible zombies, accidentally triggers a trapdoor leading to feeding pits filled with Gideon's monsters. Meanwhile, Shima intercepts Kamiki, disintegrating one of her fox familiars, Mike. Kamiki orders Uke to retreat, but he refuses and meets the same fiery fate. Heartbroken, Kamiki swears vengeance, while Shima smugly drags her back to captivity. Back in the lab, Gideon gleefully plots to capture Rin and Yuki as gifts for Lucifer. Speaking of Lucifer, he wakes up and summons his minions, setting the stage for more chaos. Kuro, the team's sneaky cat, wanders around, scavenging for snacks, blissfully unaware of the chaos below. Gideon finally meets Lucifer and is so dazzled by his beauty, he falls face down. Lucifer, ever the drama king, appreciates Gideon's work for keeping him alive, but warns him not to mess with Rain, Satan's kid. Gideon pretends to follow orders, but secretly hatches a delusional plan to kill Rain and become Lucifer's new favorite. Spoiler, this plan is not going to end well. Meanwhile, Kamiki's compatibility test fails, sending Gideon into a spiral. Instead of quitting, he doubles down, betting on a 1% success rate because apparently logic isn't his strong suit. To distract from his imminent failure, Gideon unleashes giant zombies on Yuki's team, trapping them in cages. Rain spends most of his fights running like a headless chicken, while Koneko barely survives, using a clever zombie baiting plan to break out of his cage. Just as he's about to be toast, Kuro, the cat MVP, swoops in, saving him and taking on the monster solo. Koneko frees Yuki, who has already defeated the zombie like it's a casual Tuesday. Suguro, meanwhile, tries to talk down a zombie using a mirror spell, sending it into an existential crisis after seeing its ugly mug. Shemi's familiar grows a tree, helping her escape before she becomes zombie food. Rain finally grows a backbone and uses a fatal bomb to blow everyone's cells wide open. The team regroups, though Koneko still can't believe Rain, the supposed strongest, ran away first. Just as they think they are in the clear, Gideon shows up, ready to cause more chaos with his Napoleon complex. The team prepares for an epic showdown, but one thing is clear: Gideon's plans, much like his logics, are about to go up in flames. Shima tries to talk some sense into Gideon, suggesting he admits defeat and groveled to Lucifer. But Gideon, being a certified idiot, decides to double down, activate a mutant zombie, and monologue about how humans are lab rats, forgetting he's also human. Yuki realizes these zombies are failed immortality experiment, which Gideon gleefully confirms, while Rin just screams in disgust. The team spots Kamiki being dragged to the transfer room, and Rin charges in to save her, but surprise, Kamiki doesn't want saving. She coldly tells Rin she's done relying on others, leaving everyone stunned. Gideon smugly praises Kamiki's independence, not realizing she's plotting to absorb the Nine Tails herself and take revenge. Kamiki is led to the basement, where her mother is trapped down, screaming. As the ritual begins, the Nine Tails starts crawling out of her mother. Kamiki struggles to control it, but the process begins tearing her apart. Gideon, the ever-prepared psycho, traps her in a shield and forces the ritual forward with a creepy mask. Kamiki's body starts peeling, and Gideon grins like it is birthday. Meanwhile, Rain is stuck inside a mutant zombie, hearing the tortured voices of those trapped within. Inspired by memories of Father Fujimoto, he breaks free and barrels into the room, interrupting Gideon's evil experiment. Gideon panics as Rain punches him square in the face, scattering his cowardly staff. Out of options, Gideon releases a horde of zombies, turning the room into a nightmare. Kamiki, barely alive and clutching a token of her sister, whispers for help. Rain, refusing to abandon her, stands his ground. Gideon shrieks for Shima to save him, but Shima gets orders to let the mad scientist crash and burn. Just when it looks like all hope is lost, the team comes charging in on Kuro's back. Kamiki is possessed by the Nine Tails, telling them to leave her alone. But surprise, surprise, her mother, Tamamo, wakes up and suddenly decides to act like a decent human being. She starts a divine summoning ritual to yank the Nine Tails out of Kamiki and puts it in herself. Kamiki is like, Mom, you were horrible to me, but I'll miss you when you die, and cries as her mother dies while protecting her. Emotional, right? But Gideon, being the pain in everyone's behind, tries a last-ditch evil plan. He activates a mask to make the Nine Tails possess him. He turns into an idiot fox monster and starts eating zombies to grow bigger. Kamiki, realizing she's alone but not totally hopeless, summons her familiars, Mike and Uke, who she thought were dead. Turns out Shima didn't go full savage on them. Kamiki asks for help, and the team jumps in like, "We got you, fam." While Kamiki works her magic to kick the Nine Tails out of Gideon, Mike and Uke attack, weakening him, and then bam, is expelled from Gideon's body, leaving him disfigured. Of course, Shima swoops in and saves Gideon, causing Suguro to have a "why Shima" moment. After some more zombie slaying backup arrives, the Kyoto exorcist ready to mop up the mess. Later, Kamiki finds out her sister is safe and living a happy life with a rich family. Kamiki's heart shatters when her sister doesn't recognize her, but she's not mad, she's just sad. After a good cry in front of Shiemi, Kamiki feels emotions like a normal human for the first time, thanks to a little help from Noriko's pig mouth. The team heads home, and Kamiki finally feels like she's found a family. The team runs into Shima's brother, Juzu, who drops a bombshell. Shima has been a double agent for the Illuminati this whole time. Apparently, last year, Shima got an invitation to join the Illuminati and his dad freaked out. But Mephisto, ever the schemer, saw it as a golden opportunity to plant a spy. Shima at 15 was like, let's do this, and jumped right into the danger zone. Only Mephisto knows what Shima's been up to behind the scenes. Meanwhile, you don't get disintegrated by Lucifer for being a dumbass, and Lucifer declares war on everyone. The Illuminati oath gets recited, and Shima is all in. Back at school, Rain tries to impersonate Shima by wearing a pink wig, but Shima himself shows up, leaving everyone shook. Suguro, not holding back, grabs Shima by the neck and demands answers. Shima plays the "I'm too cool for you" card, but Suguro headbutts him for good measure. Rain is like, don't kill him, but Suguro just wants answers, while Rain burns Shima's clothes off in frustration. Before things get out of hand, Mephisto shows up like a genie, snapping everyone to his office. Surprise! They meet Lightning, a big deal in the order, who is here to judge whether Shima can be trusted. After some tense questioning, Lightning asks the team if they trust Shima, and after some back and forth, they all agree. Mephisto then pulls a classic move, leaving Shima and Yuki behind for a one-on-one chat. Shima casually mentions he knows Yuki met Lucifer because, of course, he does. Yuki is in a bit of a bind when Shima casually mentions that Lucifer wants him to join the Illuminati anytime. Yuki's mind is blown because Shima knows his secret is freaky eyes. Flashback time. Yuki remembers being locked up with zombies when Lucifer shows up, offering to help unlock Yuki's hidden powers and reveal the truth about his birth. Yuki says, no thanks, and Lucifer dramatically leaves, promising they will meet again. Fast forward to present day, and Shima's giving Yuki some advice. Talk to someone about his problem, but Yuki is still unsure. Meanwhile, Shima jogs into Suguro and thanks him for trusting him, but Suguro is having none of it. He's like, I trust you as far as I can throw you, and they part ways. Shima is not bothered though, he's living his best spy life. He meets some Illuminati guy, discusses blending in, and confirms he told Yuki to talk to someone about his issues. Classic spy stuff. Yuki is still stuck in his head about what to do, so he visits Shura at the hospital. She tells him to talk to Suguro or Koneko if he wants to know more about Shima, and Yuki gives her a ticket to an ultra tropical spa resort, courtesy of Mephisto. Fast forward, the team is at the resort having a blast. Suguro confronts Shima about something minor, and Shima walks off to get some fresh air. As everyone else enjoys the resort, Yuki asks Koneko if he trusts Shima. Koneko is like, yeah, I trust him because even though he's lazy, he came back after betraying us. Meanwhile, Rain and Shima's perverted antics start breaking water slides thanks to the three wise monkeys. Yep, those guys. The slide crashes, the girls are mad, and Shima and Rain are in big trouble. In the end, Rain offers to be there for Yuki if he needs to talk, but it's clear that Yuki's secret is stronger than Mephisto's tricks. And that's the wrap, folks. Remember, like, subscribe, and drop your anime request in the comments. Until next time, stay awesome.